Today we are going to talk about how to win in a multiple offer situation. Hi, this is Sherri Dzik with Sherri Dzik Homes. Today I am going to talk to you a little bit about different ways to make your offer on a home more competitive without just increasing your purchase price offer. When you go looking at homes and you find the home you love, it is a terrible feeling to find out that there is at least one other offer already on the home. But don't be afraid. There are several different ways that we can make your offer more competitive without just increasing your purchase price, or what I like to say, without having to throw money at the seller. So let me talk to you about a few of these different things. First of all, you're going to put down earnest money on the home. Earnest money is your good faith deposit in the home. All of this money goes towards your down payment anyway. So if you're going to put down $20,000 down on the home, it doesn't really matter much to you if $3,000 goes in the earnest money or $6,000 goes in the earnest money. So, because all of that's going towards your down payment, but sellers love it when they get more earnest money. They think that that's so much safer for them. So that's a great way to make an offer more competitive. We can also fiddle with tax prorations a little bit. In Illinois, we pay our taxes in arrears, which means that we are paying last year's taxes in the current year. We don't know how much the taxes are this year, so we generally ask for a percentage above the most recent tax bill. In some markets, in this market, usually we use 105%. If we're trying to make it more competitive, you can actually do a lower tax proration, and it's a very little financial difference to you, but it may be something that the seller sees as much more enticing. Closing dates. We can do a lot with messing with closing date. If the buyer has a lot more flexibility in when they can close, then often being able to say to the seller, hey seller, we'll close whenever you need us to, that gives them warm fuzzies inside. If they need to close in 30 days, that's fine. If they want to wait 60 days. So if the buyer has some flexibility with that, that is a great way to make your offer more competitive. Another way that you can make your offer more competitive is to offer as is. Now this is a little bit more tricky, so you would definitely want to talk this over thoroughly with your real estate agent that you're working with. But every home buyer has the option to and should do a home inspection. Taking a home as is might be a really good option for either a newer home or a home that has a lot of updated appliances and major mechanicals. If the majority of your appliances and furnace and air conditioner have been replaced in the last few years, it's a lot less risky as a home buyer to be taking a property as is. Now, when you do your home inspection, if things come up that make you decide that you don't want to keep the contract together anymore, just because you said you'd take it as is does not mean that you can't still cancel the contract. So this is probably one of the most powerful negotiating tools, but you should definitely have an in-depth conversation with your agent before deciding to do that. And one of my favorite tools in my multiple offer toolbox is something that I call Addendum A. This is an escalation clause, and not a lot of real estate agents use this. But what this is a form that we submit with a multiple offer. So let's say, for the sake of discussion, the home is listed at $300,000. But after seeing all the homes that are on the market, you would be willing to pay $310,000. Now, of course, you don't want to pay more than you have to, but you would be willing to pay that amount. So if we know that we're in a multiple offer situation, we use the escalation clause that says my offer's $300,000. However, I'm willing to pay $500 over your highest non-contingent offer, not to exceed $310,000. And then if the next highest non-contingent offer is $304,000, then you would get it at $304,500 instead of having to go to that $310,000 where you would have gone. Again, this is a big conversation that you should be having with your agent. And when I'm working with a buyer that we know we're going into multiple offers, it's a really big conversation about how we want to put together their offer package to make it as competitive as possible. And then we also give an opportunity to tug at a seller's heartstrings. You can always write a letter to them telling them why you and your family are the best people to be buying this home from them. But again, always be working closely with your partner agent, and just because you find out you're in a multiple offer situation does not mean that you need to go running from the property. That we have a lot of tools in our toolbox. Good luck.